in this video you'll see Alolan Ninetales and you'll definitely get hyped for it straight away. Yo, I'm using Ninetales, so as cold you can follow my trail. Ice Patch GX is the end of the tail. Holy opponents look pretty frail. I snipe them to death. Aqua Patch and I aim for them head. Wrecking them all with a blizzard edge. After I use Taper Cocoa and spread damage like a madman. You're about to go down, man. I swap damage cause I can. Attack me and you'll be damned. Yo, what else can I say? Vulpix is perfect, okay. No energy's consistent all day. Getting out everything in the right way. Don't need to play all the items and save. Garbodor belongs in the garbage away. It's a really good card, but I just have to go and dish it real hard. Going alone, not going alone, and I start with the throwing of damage is broken. Yo, let me just freeze. We're not afraid of the birds and the bees. Look at the card and what we unleash on the format, oh please. Ha! Yeah! Alolan Ninetales GX episode 116. Booyah! Another wrap down. Are you guys ready for another episode? It's time. What's up YouTube, it's Sup YouTube here and welcome to episode 116. Today we are gonna review another GX from the Guardians Rising set, which comes out on the 5th of May, Alolan Ninetales GX. With all the pre-releases going on and all the fuss you've been hearing about this card, why is it so good? Well, you'll be hearing everything you need to know today, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright, Alolan Ninetales GX, where do we even begin with this one? It looks already beautiful as it is and you'll definitely want to have a few of them in your binder. As a bonus, it's a really playable card too. And why is that? Well, to start off, it's a water type. Water is a good type to be at the moment because we can destroy popular decks like Volcanion quite easily, even with Tortonator or Incineroar EX running around here and there. In addition to that, we also have a weakness to metal, which is awesome because top tier decks at the moment don't include metals. We do, however, have the Mega Scissor deck, which might cause a bit of trouble here and there, but thanks to Volcanion, it is kept in the darkness nevertheless. So that is awesome. Also, water type means we can make use of Rough Seas, which heals, and also the new Aqua Patch, which has the energy acceleration covered for us, which is basically the dark patch for water type energies. Now to the stats. That has 210 HP, which is quite nice for stage 1, and it also helps that Rough Seas can heal off the damage time after time, so we do have a decent amount of bulk on our side. And with this GX move, it's even more crazy, but I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. It's awesome. Also, it has only one retreat cost, meaning we can definitely get it out of the active position. It's peanuts like that. We don't even need Flowstone, so there's room in the deck for maybe other tool cards and yeah, even less item cards because we know Garbodor is around, which deals more damage depending on how many items are in the discard. So maybe we can lower our count for the items and tool cards. Now to the best part, the attacks. For double Chaos Energy, meaning it's kind of splashable, but I would run it in an Aqua Patch deck. For double Chaos Energy, it can deal 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon anywhere on the field. So 50 damage anywhere is quite good, but not perfect. Because we would have wanted to be 60 because with that we can demolish weak basics in one shot like Rowlet, Cosmog and anything like that. But at least we can snipe that little oldish. So now before it turns into that item locking monster we know Vileplume. I'm gonna go straight to the GX move on this one because it also needs only a double Chaos Energy, and that is basically damage change from Mew to EX. So remember all the stuff you have to go through with that Shrine of Memories and evolving to the Mega just to have more HP. Well, now it has a decent amount of HP for stage 1. It's Ninetales GX, and it can actually do the same thing for only a DCE. So no need to have 2 Psychics and something else. It lets you do it for a DCE, and that is move all damage counters from Ninetales GX to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. Which is only the active Pokemon, of course. There's no multiple active Pokemon, so you just swap your damage and then put it on the opponent's active Pokemon. So yeah, that is crazy to think about. If we have just we have 200 damage on us, we deal that amount of damage and heal up completely as well, and the combination like that. So people will definitely be afraid to attack Ninetales GX if they can't one-shot it, and that is the key here to victory. Also, his second attack, Blizzard Edge, deals 160 damage, which is not bad because we have to, yeah, we have the decent amount of damage. We have to discard 2 energies though, but we're just out of the range for one-hit KOs, which is a shame. I would have preferred it to be 170 or even 180, but we can't complain here. We deal 160 damage for only 3 attachments, and with Aqua Patch we can get it even going on our second turn. For 3 energies, it's definitely not bad, and discarding those energies, we can definitely get them back with Aqua Patch anyhow. And if you're even more afraid, the energy retrieval, but Aqua Patch is way better. Yeah, just to get them straight back. And that's a Ninetales GX for you. It's a nice card all around and will definitely see a lot of play, maybe in its own deck in the future. And why is that? Because yeah, the Alolan Vulpix, which is evolved from, it's actually also a great card. It can deal 20 damage for a DCE, but who cares about that? Although that extra 20 damage might even cause a KO if you use the Blizzard Edge with the previous turn. So for DCE, it's definitely a great attack to finish some stuff off. But it's not the preferred attack. It also has an attack for 0 energies, remaining that trend of the Alolan Pokemon having 0 energies needed for their first attack. And that free attack lets you search up for 2 Pokemon and put them into your hand. So you can basically get your stuff up without using a ton of items like Ultra Ball, Dive Ball and all that stuff, which is ideal because the new Garbodor is actually doing really well and it's proving itself worthy in Japan with that attack for a single Psychic Energy that deals a ton of damage, which I mentioned before. So to have a little bit of a counter to that, Alolan Vulpix is the card for you. So yeah, it can be an ideal counter for all that shenanigans with that Garbodor, and you can just fill your deck with other great cards that come out in the future. Now that we know Ninetales GX and its pre-evolution, what are some good partners for it? Well, of course, the Tapu Lele GX has to get a mention here because with that we can get out a supporter of our choice. With that we don't even need to have that draw support for an item, we just use Alolan Vulpix getting out our stuff and Tapu Lele gets the supporter of our choice. If we want the Lysander, we're benching the Tapu Lele, get out the Lysander. If we want to use yeah, something else, maybe a Delinquent or a Sycamore and anything for that, we can just use Tapu Lele. Getting out supporters is always nice like that. What else? Well, just to think about it, the damage is not perfect, so we need something to increase the damage, so that way we create one-hit KOs with our beautiful looking Alolan Ninetales GX. The new Tapu Koko comes to mind first. It's not the GX one. I already made a video about that. Definitely check it out and yeah, on my channel. With yeah, regular Tapu Koko, we have free retreat. So why wouldn't we run it in the first place? It has free retreat, great to start with, and it also has an attack for double card energy, which can actually get our job done. It deals 20 damage to every single Pokemon on our opponent's side of the field. Wow, holy macaroni, that is good. And after we've done that a couple of times, maybe only once is just enough, but if they have Fighting Fury Belt, we can just, yeah, just use it multiple times until we get into the range, while Ninetales GX can just power up on the bench. And just finish off the job after Tapu Koko is done, spreading around the damage. So that is really good, and why wouldn't we want a single prize trade Pokemon in our deck like that? Also, Kyurem EX can do the similar thing with Glaciate, but then again, it's an EX. There's also the expanded Kyurem with Glaciate as well, but Tapu Koko is much more reliable because it only needs 1 attachment and it has free retreat. Then again, we can also run Manaphy if you're afraid of free retreat and the long run, so there's a lot of options available. There's also Oricorio, remember that one? It's from the pre-releases which are going on this weekend. I'm actually going to go to one this weekend, so look forward to a video of that, just mentioning that out there. The Oricorio, that one, the Psychic type, is a really great Pokemon of the Guardians Rising set because it's a great damage spreader. It's the first attack lets you drop yeah, damage counters for every single Pokemon in your opponent's discard pile. So let's say your opponent has 5 Pokemon in their discard pile. Well, you can just spread around 1 damage counters for each of them on your opponent's field, which is awesome. So this can actually work in favor in decks like the Decidueye, but also in this deck to get ourselves the KOs that we want. So to get the Pokemon into one-hit KO range, also thinking about it, that single-handedly kills the Vespiquen. And yeah, that is quite the buzz kill. Yeah, anyway, jokes aside, it also kills the Night March deck and expanded, so those are pretty much dead right now. So now that we got that crazy Oricorio attacker out of the way to spread around some damage, the Alolan Ninetales also could make use of maybe cards like in the Water Toolbox. Lapras GX can be a great Pokemon that does have a huge amount of HP for a basic, and it also has Collect, so it can draw cards, and then you can use the Manaphy to swap around the Alolan Vulpix and get yourself some Pokemon, so that goes really well like that. So maybe we can make a Supreme Water Box deck out of that. Or maybe a whole different idea is just putting an ability lock in the Alolan Ninetales deck. Just think about it. The ability block makes it so your opponent cannot play any abilities, no Feather Arrows, no Steam Ups, no Shaymin, no Hoopa, no anything, no Dragonite. So we have options available here. We could play Alolan Muk, but that only shuts down the abilities of basics like Volcanion, Shaymin, Tapu Lele, Hoopa, and more like that. If we play Alolan Muk, it's a bit more consistent, but yeah, we don't need the Float Stone attached to it, but otherwise, yeah, we do need it. It has 4 Retreat Cards, or even 3 or 4. I have to recheck that. We can also play Octillery in the deck instead of just the Shaymin, because if we run Alolan Muk, only the basic abilities gets blocked. So definitely check out Octillery in combination with Muk and Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, with that decent amount of Pokemon draw power, with that Vulpix, we can definitely get our combinations really quickly like that. On the other side, we can also yeah, flip out some things. We can just discard the Muk and the entirely and just prey heavily on the Garbodor. But think about it, Garbodor shuts down other abilities like Feather Arrow from Stage 2s, Irritating Pollen like the Vileplume, and the Ultra Road from Solgaleo, just to name a few. So Garbodor can also put in some work, but definitely remember that if you play Garbodor, your own Octillery and anything else for that matter is shut down. So yeah, and also if you have a Float Stone attached to your Garbodor, we definitely need it, otherwise the abilities are not shut down. And with Field Blower in the format, it's definitely a less consistent form of the ability lock. Also, the Octillery gets shut down as yeah, mentioned before, and remember, Muk is definitely more dependable because Field Blower is around and will be used in almost every deck. And that's all for today's card/deck analysis. I'm sure more ideas will pop up with Alolan Ninetales. It looks beautiful, everybody wants to play it, and yeah, we'll definitely see more of Alolan Ninetales in the future. So with that out of the way, we can definitely yeah, show your thoughts, epic ideas about Alolan Ninetales in the comment section below. And now let us continue to Poké-News. Yeah, the section where I'm talking about the upcoming releases and news in the TCG era, or just in general. Well, first of all, there's a new Trainers Kit coming featuring Sun and Moon Pokemon like Alolan Raichu and Lycanroc. That's the Midnight form, which is cool. These are not good cards at all. They're just need to learn new players the TCG with simple mechanics like that. It'll be released on yeah, in 2 days on April 21st. Next up is something really exciting, and I'm gonna talk about the Best of XY coming in Japan really soon, and we already have some yeah, full arts to show here. There's actually a ton of full arts that we haven't seen so far. There's a new full art N. How exciting is that? Remember that one from Noble Victories that is priced around $100? Well, a new full art N is coming and it's looking pretty sick. Also full art Hex Maniac, Team Flare Grunt, Karen, Shauna. There's also secret rare Shaymin. Yeah, that's right, they are bringing back Shaymin in a secret rare form. That art looks really amazing. Also the full art Zygarde and Jolteon have already been revealed to be released in a collection box. So I'm predicting that these cards will eventually hit in the English release thanks to promo collection boxes or just secret rares in one of our future sets. So that is awesome to yeah, here. Also the Yveltal here looks really amazing. And yeah, that's it for the XY. Next up, the Beyond the New Challenge. There's also some cards I want to talk about here. We have Tapu Bulu, which is a full art version. It looks really nice. Also a secret rare Darkness Energy and a Choice Band secret rare. So a bunch of secret rares you will have to collect in order to play competitively. You can also play the regular copies, but we all know the full art looks so amazing. Also there's here Salazzle GX, 200 HP. Of course it's a female type, otherwise it wouldn't be a Salazzle. It has for 2 energies, Wicked Claw, deals 50 damage. Times the number of your prize cards you've already taken. So in the late game it can add up to 250 damage, and that for only 2 energies. Not bad at all. Also it has Heat Blast, 110 damage for 2 fire energies, and again has third attack also for 2 fire energies. Queen Haze GX discards all energies from your opponent's active Pokemon, so you can get rid of a ton of energies with that disruptive attack GX move. Also Tapu Fini gets a full art version and a secret rare. Already talked about this one before. It's kind of a sniping Pokemon that also has the Tapu Storm that shuffles your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards back into their deck, so that is awesome. And yeah, next up Machamp. Yes, another powerful new GX with a lot of HP. Remember I talked about Machoke before, that blocks damage from everywhere, even abilities on your bench, which is already a good thing to have. Machamp GX could make it even better. It has a whooping 250 HP. It is a fighting type, which is always awesome to destroy the popular Darkrai decks, even with that GX coming in the third Sun and Moon cycle, which I'm going to talk about in this Poké-News section as well. Also, yeah, Strong Energy can let us deal more damage. We're a fighting type, that's awesome. It has Retreat cost of 3, which is not that good, but it has 3 attacks. For 2 fighting energies, we deal 60 damage. If the opponent's Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, we deal 120 damage instead. Yeah, think about we just have a strong energy thrown in there for the sake of it. Now we deal 140 damage. We just smash away the Vileplumes in no time. Haha, look at that. Its second attack deals 130 damage for 3 fighting energies and discards a stadium card in play. This can be really crucial in decks that heal himself up, like Rough Seas, getting rid of that, Forest of Giant Plants, getting rid of that, after you use a Wild Plate, and this could be a really great option here. And then the GX move deals 180 damage, and resistance is not included with that attack, so we can hit straight to Yveltal or Rayquaza, which is awesome. I think it's a bit too slow in my opinion, since we definitely need some more fighting support in the future. We do have that stadium card that comes out soon that we insert your deck for a fighting type and put them in our decks, which is or actually in our hand, which is could help out. But we definitely still need Rare Candy to get Machamp GX out, even though the Machoke is awesome. But yeah, maybe Carbink Break might help out a little bit, but then again, it's also a break, so we have to get that break out, get an energy to it, get energies in the discard. So it's a whole procedure to get this Machamp GX going. But then again, it's awesome, 250 HP. Psychic Weakness, there's nothing like that can hit for weakness. Tapu Lele does not hit for weakness. Mega Mewtwo does not hit for weakness, so that is definitely a nice weakness to have. So, I'm not too sure about this card as of yet, but it might become better in the near future. Also, there's an Evolution Legacy Pin Collection box coming soon, definitely to promote Generation 2 and Pokemon Go. If you are still playing that game, good for you, but yeah, we're focusing on the trading card game right now, and to celebrate that, there's a Steelix box, actually Steelix EX box, containing some Generation 2 Pokemon in there. It'll come with Blissey, Politoed, and all some good shenanigans like that. Crobat, even a nice looking Crobat pin, which makes you the king of the playground when you put that onto your backpack. Anyway, there's also, it comes with 2 evolution packs, 2 Steam Siege packs, and a Sun and Moon pack, so a variety of packs, but I do not like evolution since it's not that competitive, but it's still a nice looking box. If you see it in your store and you have the money, why not get it? And lastly, actually not lastly, there's still 2 things on my section that I haven't noted down. We have Wish Baton. It's a really great tool card. I already reviewed this card separately on my video on the channel, so definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, next up we have the Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr reprints in the new 2-pack blisters. Yeah, there's a new 2-pack blister that comes out in Target, Walmart, and any store for that for only $9.99, which is yeah, quite a decent deal. You also get the Typhlosion, Meganium, and Feraligatr from all variety of sets. These are reprint sets, and it comes with a Sun and Moon pack and a Steam Siege pack. So also a Genesect coin, which is yeah, neat, I guess, if you're collecting those. And the cards also will be holofoil, just like their yeah, glass shard type of stings. I think it's glass shard, could be wrong though, but it's neat to have those in your collection nevertheless. And lastly, on this Poké-News, we have the 3rd Sun and Moon set, which comes out on the 4th of August, and it will be called Burning Shadows. The name already is awesome, and it actually focuses on the 20th Pokemon movie with Marshadow, so we'll definitely see a Marshadow GX in this set, probably, because that the Sun and Moon video, actually the 20th movie also yeah, circles around it, and Marshadow is a shadow Pokemon with a burning candle-like eye. So yeah, also Darkrai GX will be in that set. The set will contain 12 new GX cards as always, 6 new Full Art Supporter cards. Ooh, yeah, important yeah, for the collectors out there. Over 140 cards, and will contain cards like Necrozema, actually, if I pronounce it right, Necrozema GX, Tapu Fini GX, Fini GX, which I talked about before. Definitely check it out on the channel. Just put in Tapu Fini and you'll definitely find it. Machamp GX, which I talked about now, Charizard GX, Darkrai GX, Ho-Oh GX, and a lot more coming soon. So definitely stay forward on the, yeah, subscribe, because there's a lot of things I'm gonna talk about in the near future. So yeah, I'll subscribe for more content, is always appreciated. And yeah, that was it for another episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely show your support by destroying the like button. You know I always appreciate it. And yeah, it gives you the support and motivation to make more videos for you guys. Anyways, I'm taking my leave right now, and I will see you guys soon with more TCG videos. Stay fresh, guys, and thanks again for watching. Peace out.